Hello everyone, welcome all of you to the Study with Me YouTube channel. Okay, in today's lesson, we are going to learn the multiplication of fractions. In previous lessons, we have learned how the addition and subtraction of fractions can be done. So after that, this section is about learning how to multiply fractions with each other. The main topic had been divided into four main sections as shown here. In the first section, we are going to learn how to multiply a whole number by a fraction. And in the second section, we are going to learn how to multiply a fraction by a fraction. And in the third section, we are going to learn how to multiply a fraction by a mixed number. And finally, we are going to learn how to multiply a mixed number by another mixed number. Okay, then let's move on to the first section, multiplying a whole number by a fraction. Here in the image that I had shown here, you can see a whole cake had been cut into five equal parts. One, two, three, four, five. So you know that if you take one part out of here, that part is what? That equal part, like other five parts, can be represented as a fraction. How? 1 upon 5. So this is 1 upon 5. I know that you know each of these things, everything like this by now very clearly, right? Because we have discussed them already. So in the below example, in this picture, you can see that they have taken three parts out of the cake, which we can tell that one part is 1 upon 5. So what will be the total number of total pieces of cakes that had taken out? How do you calculate it? To calculate the total number of parts that had taken out, you can tell like 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5. We are adding everything together. So we know 1 upon 5, 1 upon 5, 1 upon 5 equals to the denominator will be what? 5, because in the questions, fractions, the denominators are equal, which its value is 5. So the answer's denominator also will be 5, which is same. So we can simply write 1 plus 1 plus 1. So we have already discussed them. So we can tell the answer is 3 upon 5. So the total number of pieces, the three pieces that had taken out can be represented as 3 upon 5. Because you can remember, I hope, 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals to 6. So we can write this 6 as 2 into 3, right? We are adding 2 for 3 times, and we can write, due to that, it's 2 into 3 equals 6. So the same scenario applies here as well. It's 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5. So I can write this 1 upon 5 as 1 upon 5 into 3. Got the point? I can write it as 1 upon 5 into 3. So what's the answer? 1 plus 1 plus 1, the answer is 3 upon 5. Then 1 upon 5 into 3 should also be 3 upon 5. Okay, so now we have got the answer. What's the case? If you multiply a fraction by a whole number, which is 3 in this case, the answer is, in this case, 3 upon 5, right? What have we done? We have simply multiplied this 1 by 3. 1 into 3, the answer is 3. So we have put this 5 as it is. Always, please remember, if you are given a whole number like this, for example 3, what will be the denominator of this whole number? Even though it is not visible, it's 1. Got the point? Even though it is not visible, it is 1, right? So we can tell if we need this 3 equals to 3 upon 1. It's like what? 3 divided by 1, the answer is 3, right? So that's what. So always remember, if it is 6, then you only see this 6, the visible part of this number is 6. But please remember, if you need to write this 6 as a fraction, what is it? It's 6 upon 1. If it is 7, it's 7 upon 1. If it is 8, it's 8 upon 1. If it is 3, it's 3 upon 1. So this 1 is invisible, but it's there, like the plus sign. I have told it already in previous sections. Okay, so now see, I'm multiplying it like horizontally. 1 into 3, I'm multiplying the numerators together and the denominators as well together. So 1 into 3, the answer is 3. 5 into 1, the answer is 5. So it's easy. Shall we come up with few more examples in this scenario? Let's take um, what? Let's take um, 5 into 2 upon 7. Okay, as I told you, even though this is the whole number part, so I'm multiplying the whole number by a fraction. Even though it is not visible, even though it's invisible, you know that the latter part or the denominator of this 5 is 1. So now we can simply multiply the values horizontally when it consider the numerator and also the denominator. So what will be the answer? 5 into 10, 2, it's what? 10, right? 1 into 7, it's 7. Easy, right? This is the second example that we discussed. Let's go for the third example. Let's take 3 upon 8 into 4, right? Even though it is not visible, you can say the denominator of this 4 is 1. Why? 4 divided by 1, the answer is 4. So you can write this 4 as 4 upon 1. That's what I had done here. Easy. So once it is done, you can horizontally multiply, or we can multiply numerators together and get the answer, denominators together and get the answer. 3 into 4, it's 12. 8 into 1, it's 8. So in this case, you can see we can simplify the answer. Both the denominator and the numerator gets divided by what? 4, right? Okay, let's divide. If you divide the denominator by a given value or any value, then definitely make sure to divide the numerator as well by the same value. That's then only you will get an equivalent fraction to the given value. So now you know that equivalent fractions are equal. So that's the reason why I am dividing both the denominator and the numerator by the same value. So in this case, you know that we can divide it by 2 as well, but we can directly get the value that we are going to divide can be considered as 4. So 8 divided by 4, it's 2. 12 divided by 4, it's 3. So the answer is 3 upon 2. Great. What I need to show here, there is something else. See here, 3 upon 8 into 4 upon 1. You know that it's 3 upon 8 into 4. Or we can tell 4 upon 1. It's not needed. 1 is not necessary, actually. What I have to tell you is, here, this 4 is what? It's a numerator. This 8 is what? It's a denominator. So keep in mind, if you need, you can write this as 4 upon 8 into 3 as well. If you need, you can just put this value here and put this value here. It doesn't matter because you know that 3 into 2 is 6. 2 into 3 as well, it's 6. So I can do I can interchange them. Understood? So you know what? If it is like this, then I can put like, I can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 4. 4 divided by 4, it's 1. 8 divided by 4, it's 2. So now what? 1 upon 2 into 3. The answer is 1 into 3, it's 3. 1 into 2, it's 2. See? Both these answers are same. So instead of dividing it here, what I wanted to tell you is you can divide it here as well. Why are you going for the final answer in order to simplify? Let's simplify the same question in here at the first place that we get, then it will be easy for you to calculate. So what's the original answer question? 3 upon 8 into 4, right? So in here, instead of writing it like this instead of writing the question like this, I'm dividing it here, it here. What is it? 4 divided by 4, it's 1. 8 divided by 4, it's 2. You know that the number below 4 is 1. So what's the answer? 3 into 1, it's 3. 2 into 1, it's 2. See how much is it? It is, right? We got the answer just by two simple steps. Okay, shall we go for another example? What is it? Let's say 9 into the third question, okay? 9 into, no, it's the fourth, sorry. 9 into 1 upon 3. Now what? The value below 9 is 1. It's the denominator, the unseen denominator. So I can write, you know that. I could have write like this. 9 into 1, it's 9. 1 into 3, it's 3. Then what? 9 divided by 3. 9 divided by 3, it's 3. 3 divided by 3, it's 1. So answer is 3 upon 1. We can simply write 3, right? Or else you could have do the simplification in the question itself. So you know that we can simply divide them. 9 divided by 3 here, 9 divided by 3, because it's, this is the numerator and this is the denominator, and here this is the multiplication. This is not an addition or either a subtraction. Okay, if it is like that, then you can't do this. But it is, if it is either a division or a multiplication sign, then you can simply cut this. Don't think about division right now, it's quite different. But if it is multiplication, then you can simply uh, divide both the numerator and the denominator by the same value. So I'm dividing 9 by 3, it's 3. I'm dividing 3 by 3, it's 1. So what will be the answer? 3 into 1. 3 into 1. The answer is 3. 1 into 1, it's 1. It's not needed to put 1 here. You can just simply put the answer like this. Okay, final question in this section. What's it? I'm going to multiply a whole number by a fraction. Let's do this one. 16 into 3 upon 8. Okay, here you know that you can simply divide both this numerator and the denominator by 8. You can see it, right? 16 divided by 8, the answer is 2. 8 divided by 8, the answer is 1. So final answer will be 2 into 3. 2 into 3, it's 6. You know that the denominator of 16 is 1, even though it's not visible. So 1 into 1 here, in here, right? It's here, 1. 1 into 1, the answer is 1. So keep in mind, putting this 1 like this is not necessary. So the answer is, the final answer is 6. Got the point? So I hope that by now you are clear about this section, which is multiplying a whole number by a fraction. So let's meet in the second section. In that section, we are going to learn how to multiply a fraction by a fraction. Okay, in this section here I have given 4 examples, so I'll be discussing them. Let's move on to the first question. In here, 2 upon 3 into 4 upon 7. So you can see the denominator and the numerator would not getting divided by the same value in the given example. by a same value. So in that case, we can simply multiply the numerators and the denominators together horizontally, as I mentioned in the earlier section. So 2 into 8, it's, sorry, 2 into 4, it's 8. 3 into 7, it's 21. So the answer is 8 upon 21. Let's move on to the second question. It is 1 upon 8 into 4 upon 7. So in that case, you can simply, if needed, multiply the numerators and the denominators separately horizontally. What's the answer? 1 into 4, it's 4. 8 into 7, it's 56. In this case, we can do a simplification. What is it? You know that both the numerator and the denominator will be getting divided by 4. So the 4 divided by 4, it's 1. 56 divided by 4, it's 14, right? Right. So the answer is 1 upon 14. So what I have done, I have multiplied the numerators and the denominators together, and that answer has been simplified. It has quite a lot of steps. Let's do the same question like this. 1 upon 8 into 4 upon 7. Instead of simplifying the answer in here, what I'm doing is I'm simplifying the answer, simplifying the question in the question itself. What I'm doing, you know that 8 and 4 presents here. So you know that since this is the numerator and since this is the denominator, we can simply divide them. So 4 divided by 4, it's 1. 8 divided by 4, it's 2. Then we can simply write like this. 1 into 1. The answer is 1. 2 into 7, the answer is 14. So what's the answer? 1 upon 14. You see, both these answers are equal. So always try to go for the simplified approach, simplify method. Then approach this one, approach this method. It's easy, right? Let's go to the next question. What is it? 2 upon 9 into 1 upon 3 into 3 upon 7. Here I have multiplied three fractions. It doesn't matter. Let's see whether there are any numerators or denominators that will be getting divided by the same value. Yes, you say that this 3 and this 3 can be getting divided, will be divided by 3. So 3 divided by 3, it's 1. 3 divided by 3, it's 1. Is there anything else? It's 2 here. No, nothing else. So we can simply multiply the denominators and the numerators. This is the denominator part and the numerator part separately. So 2 into 1, the answer is 2. That 2 into 1, it's 2. So the numerator is 2. Then what? 9 into 1, it's 9. 9 into 7, it's 63. So that's the answer. No more simplifications. Let's go to the fourth question. 14 upon 7 into 3 upon 21. Yes, you know that this 14 and 7, this 14 and 7, both the numerator and the denominator will be divided by 7, right? So 14 divided by 7, it's 2. 7 divided by 7, it's 1, right? In here as well, 3 and 21, you can simplify them. 3 divided by 3, it's 1. 25 divided by 3, it's 7. So now you can write the answer as 2 into 1. So you are multiplying numerators together. 2 into 1, it's 2. Then you are multiplying denominators together. 1 into 7, it's 7. So the answer is 2 upon 7. Okay, I hope that by now you are clear with multiplying a fraction by a fraction. Let's meet in the next section. Okay, in this section, I have come up with four other examples. Uh, we are discussing about multiplying a fraction by a mixed number. Let's do this, guys. It's 1 upon 2 into 2 and 1 upon 3. So, in this case, you know what? This mixed number needs to be converted into an improper fraction. You know that, how to do it now. Then 1 upon 2, how to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction? We have already discussed that in previous videos. You know that 2 into 3 into 3, 2 into 3, it's 6. Then 6 plus 1, it's 7. So when you convert this 2 and 1 upon 3 into an improper fraction, the denominator will be 3 and the answer is 7 upon 3. So in this case, we can simply, since the denominators and the numerators would not get divided by the same values, I can simply multiply the numerators and the denominators together. So 1 into 7, it's 7. 2 into 3, it's 6. The answer is 7 upon 6. Understood? Great. Okay, the next question. 2 upon 5 into 3 and 3 upon 4. What will be the answer? We are writing 2 upon 5 as it is. So now we can that convert this mixed number into an improper fraction. What do you have to do? 3 into 4, that it's 12. 12 plus 3, it's 15. Then the answer is 15 upon 4. Are there any values or either denominators or numerators that will be getting divided by the same value? Yes. What is it? 2 can be divided by 2, the answer is 1. 4 can be divided by 2, that's 2. And in here, 5 and 15, both of them are getting divided by 5, no? So 5 divided by 15 getting divided by 5, the answer is 3. 5 divided by 5, the answer is 1. So the final answer will be simply 1 into 3. It's 3. 1 into 2. It's 2. So the answer is 3 and 1 upon, sorry, 3 upon 2. If you need, you can convert this into a mixed number again. Understood? Great. Let's go to the third question. Here you can see 2 and 2 upon 7 into 7 upon 8. Let's do the calculation. 2 into 7, it's multiplication. 2 into 7, it's 14. 14 plus 2, it's 16. The answer is 16 divided by 7 into 7 divided by 8. Now what? Let's see whether the numerator and the denominator would get divided by the same value. You know that 16 and this 16 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. 16 and 18 can be divided by 8. So 16 divided by 8, the answer is 2. 8 divided by 8, the answer is 1. In here as well, 7, here it's 7, and in here it's 7. So you know that both the denominator and the numerator can be divided by 7. So 7 divided by 7, it's 1. 7 divided by 7, it's 1. What's the answer? 2 into 1, it's 2. It's 1 into 1, it's 1. If needed, you can put like this. But my recommendation is it's not needed even to put here. You can simply write as the answer as 2. Okay, let's go to the final question in this section. What's it? First, let's make these mixed numbers into improper fractions. Let's multiply 3 into 5, it's 15. 15 plus 3, it's 18. 18 upon 5. Then what? 10 upon 12 into 1 upon 2. Are there any numerators or denominators which are getting divided by the same value? Yes, there are many. What are they? Let's see. This 10 and 5 can be divided by 5. So 10 divided by 5, it's 2. 5 divided by 5, it's 1. remember, both the denominator and the numerator must be divided by the same value. Okay, don't divide 10 by 10 and 5 by 5. That's wrong, completely wrong, because you are trying to find an equivalent fraction for 10 and 5, 10 upon 5. That's why. Okay, you know that 18 and 12 also will be getting divided by 6. Okay, I know that you can divide it by 2 as well. Then the answer again, once it is getting divided by a lower factor, then the answer will again divide by another value, likewise. So try to find the largest value that both the numbers would get divided. Okay, 18 divided by 6, it's 3. What 12 divided by 6, the answer is 2. Is there anything else that the numerator and the denominator would get divided by the same value? No, it's not. It's 3 here, it's 2 here. Ah, yes, yes, here, yes. It's 2 here. So you know that this 2 and this 2 can be divided by 2. So 2 divided by 2, 1. This 2 divided by 2, it's 1. You can, if needed, you can divide it by here as well, but it doesn't matter. So it's 1 and 1, the answer. Now, there's nothing else, no more simplifications you can do. So let's do the calculation. 3 into 1 into 1. The answer is 3. Then 1 into 1 into 2. The answer is 2. So the final answer will be 3 upon 2. Okay, you got the point. So I hope by now this section is clear. Okay. Okay guys, here I have come up with the final section, which is multiplying a mixed number by a mixed number. Here I have given some examples, and let's do the calculations one by one. What's the first thing? 2 and 1 upon 2 into 3 and 1 upon 3. So first let's make them into improper fractions. 2 into 2, it's 4. 4 plus 1, it's 5. So it's 5 upon 2 into 3 into 3, it's 9. 9 plus 1, it's 10. So it's 10 upon 3. Now what? Are there any value which will be getting divided by the same number? Yes, it is. You know that 10 and 2 can be divided by 2, both the values. So 10 divided by 2, it's 5. 2 divided by 2, it's 1. Are there anything else? No. So you can simply multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. Then 5 into 5, we are multiplying this 5, okay, not 10, the simplified value. So 5 into 5, it's 25. 1 into 3, it's 3. You can keep this as a mixed number as well if needed. What is it? 25 divided by 3. This is the answer. I hope it's clear, right? Great. Now, let's move on to the next example. Right. Here you can see it's 4 and 1 upon 3 into 3 into 1 upon 2. In this case, here you can see it has a whole number as well. It doesn't matter. Whole number, a proper fraction, and a mixed number. Let's do. It's not actually matching for the topic, but just okay, let's do it, guys. Right. 3 into 4, it's 12. 12 plus 1, it's 13. 13 divided by 3. Right. Into 3 into half. Are there any values which will be getting divided by the same number? Yes, it is. Since it both in every part the joining value is multiplication only, we are doing this division. Okay, don't think if it is either plus or minus, don't even try to divide it like this. That's completely wrong. I have seen that many students are doing that. So make sure always if it is multiplication like this only, you can do this stupid divisions. Great. 3 divided by 3, it's 1. 3 divided by 3, it's 1. Are there anything else that would have the same number that would get divided? No, it's not. Then 13 into 1, it's 13. 1 into 2, it's 2. What's the answer? You can keep this improper fraction as a mixed number. 6 and 1 upon 2 is the answer. Okay, let's go to the third question. What's it? 5 and 1 upon 7 into 4 and 3 upon 4. Let's see, let's make them into improper fractions. 5 into 7, it's 35. 35 plus 1, it's 36. Divide by 7 into 4 into 4, it's 16. 16 plus 1, sorry, 3, it's 19. Divide by 4. Now what? Let's see whether there is a common value that would get that can be used to divide both the numerator and the denominator. Yes, it is. You know that 36 and 4 can be divided by 4. So 36 divided by 4, it's 9. 4 divided by 4, it's 1. Is there anything else? No, nothing. So let's multiply the numerators and the denominators together. 9 into 19. It's 9 into 9, it's 1. 9 into 9, it's 9. 9 plus that, 8. It's 17. Divide by 7 into 1, it's 7. So this is an improper fraction. You can keep this as a mixed number as well. Put the answer, right? Okay, let's go to the final question. Okay, that will be the end of the lesson as well. Right, let's do it, guys. 5 into 5, it's 25. 25 plus 2, what? It's 27. Divide by 5 into 4 into 9, it's 36. 36 plus 2, it's 38. Divide by 9. Is there something else? Is there a value that can be used to divide both the numerator and the denominator? Yes, it is. You know that 27 and 9 can be divided by 9. So 9 divided by 9, it's 1. 27 divided by 9, it's 3. Is there anything else? No. Any more simplifications we can do? No. So in that case, you can simply multiply both the numerator and the denominators separately. 3 into 8, 38. It's 4. It's 114, right? Yes. Then 5 into 1, it's 5. So this is an improper fraction. Keep it as a mixed number. That's for homework. Okay, we have come to the end of this lesson. And I hope that by now the lesson is clear for you. Multiplication of fractions. So in this section, we have covered most of the theory parts, including some of the questions. And in the next in the next video, I'll be coming up with more examples. Let's do some more examples in your textbook, in your government textbook, which is related to this topic, right? Okay then, have a nice day. Forgot to tell you another thing. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe, guys, and share the video with your friends, and also hit a like. Then have a nice day. Bye bye.